A child will often know that they are transgender from the moment that they have any ability to express themselves, and parents will often tell us this. We have parents who tell us that their kids, they knew from the minute they were born practically, and actions like refusing to get a haircut or standing to urinate, trying to stand to urinate, refusing to stand to urinate, trying on siblings' clothing, playing with the quote opposite gender toys, things like that. There is more and more a group of adolescents that we are seeing that really are coming to the realization that they might be trans or gender diverse a little bit later on in their life. So what we're seeing from them is that they always sort of knew something was maybe off and didn't have the understanding to know that they might be trans or have a different gender identity than the one they had been assigned. So that is a growing population that we are seeing, and that's being recognized as being trans and able to be treated.
A gender-affirming hysterectomy is very similar to most hysterectomies that occur. A hysterectomy itself is the removal of the uterus, the cervix, which is the opening of the uterus, and the fallopian tubes, which are attached to the sides of the uterus. Some gender-affirming hysterectomies will also include the removal of the ovaries, but that's technically a separate procedure called a bilateral oophorectomy. And not every gender-affirming hysterectomy includes that, and people who are getting gender-affirming hysterectomies do not have to have their ovaries removed.
Policies that were rolled out behind parents' backs. New rules allow children as young as 12 years of age to choose a new gender, new pronouns, a new name, and the option to participate with the preferred gender in gym class. Nicole Neely, founder and president of Parents Defending Education, which brought the suit, joins me now. Nicole, my initial reaction was, Iowa? How is this happening in the heart of traditional American values?
Isn't it astonishing? If it can happen in Iowa, it can happen anywhere. And that's one of the reasons that we thought it was so important to bring this lawsuit, to show that this is the kind of thing that parents have to keep an eye out no matter where they live.
The lawsuit claims these gender support plans authorize children to make fundamentally important decisions without parental involvement, to then hide these decisions from parents. Why do they think it's appropriate to give a child this sort of power and responsibility?
Right. As you said, beginning in 7th grade, the child's decision takes precedence over that of the family. And the school actually, this is a district where parental approval is needed to give a child aspirin. Yet they're encouraging children to create these support plans, hide this information from their parents, essentially lead a double life, which is terrifying because they're encouraged, and really I think the school district is implying that families are not safe. It's putting that idea in children's heads that they won't be accepted, but we as a school district will, which is horrifying.
Nicole, why does it seem, especially in the last few years, that this education industrial complex seems so committed to, one, driving a wedge between parents and their kids, which is the most important bond we literally have in our time as humans on this planet, and then, two, sexualizing them?
Right. We're seeing activists that are determined to rip our children's innocence away from them, putting these ideas in, forcing these concepts in at definitely age-inappropriate levels. This district, you can create a gender support plan as young as kindergarten. It's just beginning in 7th grade that parents don't know about it. And so I think there are activists with a major agenda that want to destabilize the family because, when you don't go to your parents for love and support, who do you turn to? You turn to the government. You turn to the schools. You turn to other sources, that have more control over you.
When I was in kindergarten, I played duck, duck, goose. I never thought of identifying as a duck or a goose, because I was a boy, and that was it. This district also forcing other students to call their classmates by their preferred pronouns. If they don't, they face expulsion, i.e., loss of the ability to learn. Where's their First Amendment protection?
That's a great question, and that's why we sue them on First Amendment grounds as well as the 14th Amendment grounds for that parental exclusion policy. The school might not like it, but they cannot compel speech from these students, and that's so we're fighting back against that as well. Expelling students, suspending students over refusing to use students' pronouns is appalling.
I think most of us are live and let live when it comes to 18 years and up, not 5 years of 5 years of age. I keep doing that. Nicole Neely, I get just so thrown off by all this. I get flustered. Thank you very much. Carly, over to you.